What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Never Settle podcast, number 553. We've done mad podcasts now, but this is a little bit different. I'm here with the boys in Miami. Let's get it.
It's a lot of podcasts, bro.
Yeah. No, I haven't done that many.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Why is it called 553? Did you say 553?
It's a little joke. How it started off now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So, it's all good. I spilled all this shit all over me. But anyway, yeah, we're here in Miami. I don't have my usual boy with me, Noah, so this is a little bit different. But y'all can just start by introducing yourselves. We'll start right here.
I'm Fuego. I'm from LA.
Yes, sir.
And we're here in Miami.
Yes, sir.
Having a good time.
Yeah, you already know.
My name's Ethan. I'm from the UK. I run a clothing brand called Trust the Process. I'm in Miami. Just trying to chase those dreams, bro. We're just gonna see what happens, man. It's gonna be lit.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Mason Inman. I lost my voice a little bit, but bear with me. But I got a YouTube channel, Mason Inman, if you want to look that up. Or I got a clothing brand, Macewear, TikTok, Mason G Inman, whatever you want to find me on. Go ahead.
So first of all, I just want to start with I appreciate you boys coming on. This is taking time out of whatever we could be doing. You could be editing or you could be doing whatever. So I appreciate you boys taking the time.
Fucking lit, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad to have this conversation with you guys on camera.
Us boys, we literally did a podcast like this time.
Oh, I thought you were cheering.
Oh, see, that's bro. We literally did a podcast like this time last year, bro. So
you did?
Us, Mason, Fuego, we literally
on horrible phone quality.
Horrible phone quality.
We gotta start from
bro,
somewhere.
the audio quality was so bad. It was
that one?
Yeah, I recorded this.
But
at least it has the wine people.
But yeah, man. It's fucking sick to be here. It's crazy to see how far we've all came. We're in fucking Miami, as you guys can see in the background. So it's fucking lit, man. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, so I did want to start off with, how crazy it is.
Let's get deep.
Let's get deep.
There's some deep questions, bro.
It's crazy that we're all here.
Yeah.
And so we're all from different areas. So I'm from Rhode Island. We have Texas here, UK, California. It's so crazy that we're here talking with each other and
bro, it's fucking mad.
We're all from a different place, different stories.
Bro, it's crazy how things just line up and they end up changing your whole life. And I know it sounds dramatic, but bro, it actually has. It's honestly insane, bro. If I didn't meet Mason, wouldn't met Fuego, wouldn't met you, I wouldn't be here. It's honestly, I'm extremely grateful, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big blessing, bro.
Yeah. So this being a self-improvement podcast and us just trying to help you guys improve and even improve ourselves in the process of talking, because like I say to my boy all the time on the podcast, that us putting out this this type of content, it's not just mindless content, it's not just straight entertainment, it's not fucking with people, it's not it's improving somebody's lives out there, it's spreading a good message and it's putting that good energy out there. We automatically will get good energy back to us. So and you see it in our lives right now. I mean, the fact that we have cameras set up. Bro, Fuego just got a new phone, bro.
Yeah.
We're here on a freaking balcony in Miami.
Oh god, it's crazy. We could have been fucking.
We could have been at the other place,
Bro, that's crazy.
And we should probably tell them about the place that we were at before. So.
Oh, bro, it was fucking crazy. I'm telling you, that place was haunted. There was a fucking lizard came out of nowhere. There was crumbs on the floor.
There was a scary red door.
There was stains everywhere, which I'm not gonna say what stains you think they were. I'm trying to get cancelled. I don't even know what number one now, because there was plenty. There was fucking smudges on the mirror. It was awful.
Now we got a nice place, though.
Now we got a nice place, and we upgraded, and this is what we deserve. This has made us all feel better. We appreciate any of you guys watching this. Like you're saying about self-improvement podcast, this is the kind of content that I was watching when I was on my self-improvement journey, and a lot of people around you are gonna think you're crazy for trying to just improve your life and get out of your town, and just, even though it might feel lonely and it might take 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, it's gonna pay off. Obviously I know for myself I'm not where I want to be, but I feel as Jordan Peterson said this, he said you gotta constantly keep on aiming up, because say you achieve the thing you want to achieve, you don't want to stay there for too long. You gotta be obviously grateful to God and grateful for that blessing of being there, but you gotta keep heading up and keep making your goals. So say your goals to make this amount of money, or your goals to get to this level of wherever you are in your business or self-improvement, gym, etc., whatever business or whatever venture you're doing, it's always good to keep reaching higher, basically. Just a constant pursuit of achieving something.
And like we were just saying, you know, like even in the littlest things, like when we were about to go to the store and everybody was like, oh, we should do this, or maybe we can do it like this. And we were just like, you know what? Let's take action. Let's go get it done.
Fucking do it, bro.
So like, take action. Don't stay stagnant. If we were to stay stagnant in our lives, do you think we would be here in this moment,
Miami at this
learning things off of each other?
It's
like,
crazy.
how many things have we learned from each other already? You guys
so
have
much, bro.
a business idea already.
Bro,
like,
fucking
so much
crazy.
information that we're sharing with each other.
Yeah.
And it's when you're within, like, bro, I can't tell you how motivated I am, how good I feel, bro. I met Jordan Welch yesterday at the.
Oh yeah.
So we were just walking around. We're at this.
Brickell.
Yeah, Brickell
somewhere.
City
Shopping
Center.
center.
Walking around, just getting some content, and I'm waiting outside. Bro, I'll say it's actually when we get there. I'm waiting around the toilets area, bathroom, whatever you call it, restroom.
Yep.
And we see a guy with a camera. We start chatting to him, just bouncing ideas off each other, just speaking, getting the contacts, etc. I see Jordan Welch come out bathroom, bro. I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy, but fanboy right now. But obviously, I watch a lot of his content. And it was just amazing to see him. Like, I wasn't trying to be like, oh, let's get a photo, etc. I just wanted to, like, I'm extremely grateful for him spending time out of his day, because obviously a second of his, probably an hour of his day is probably that for like 3,000 fucking pounds, bro. Like, so I was extremely grateful. I feel like it was a sign from the universe. But yeah, it's a blessing.
Just think about, like, that could be you though one day. Like someone coming up to you like, hey man, thank you. Like, just think about, like, I know that felt good for you, but like think about what it felt for him as well.
100%, bro.
Because I know if someone came up to me and was like, hey man, like, you helped change my life, I'd be like, whoa.
So the video he posted, I think it's very good when influencers are real about the highs, the lows. Like, he was basically talking about the story from where he went from like minus 30,000 to how much ever millions he is worth now. And he talks about he was doing 100,000 a month, crazy, repetitive. He was like, I'm gonna go out to LA, chase my dreams, and he basically came back with minus money, bro, because he went down the wrong path. But because of all the knowledge that he learned, he was able to go up straight away. Like, within a month, he hit his first 10K.
That just goes back to taking action.
Just
whether it works out or not, like, you learn from it. Like, there's so many points in my life, I'm sure in y'all's life, where you take action and it doesn't work out. And then you'll have some people come up to you and be like, hey man, it's alright. You'll have some people come up to you and be like, I told you that wouldn't work. Because those people wait on saying that to you. Like, I don't know if y'all know that, but like, there's so many people just waiting, and I never understood why people do that to others. Like, if you want to support them, great. If you don't want to support them, that's cool. Live your own life.
You gotta prove them wrong, man.
It's the persistent action that trumps everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything in life.
You could have the best idea ever. Like, think about Elon Musk had the best idea ever, but he wouldn't act on it. No car would ever been made. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't have gotten anywhere where he wanted to be. And that's just one example. Like, you could take any person ever. If they didn't take any action, they would have zero success at all.
And along that concept, basically, it's crazy as well. Like, I said this earlier, I might have said it to you actually, when we were at the old hotel before we went to the Airbnb. Near the hotel, we look at the balcony, planes were landing, planes were going off, and I was thinking, that's fucking crazy, bro. Do you know how crazy? Imagine you went back 300 years and you said to someone, I'm gonna make this thing. Everyone would think you're fucking crazy. Everyone would be like, that's fucking witchcraft or something.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah, and then you just gotta be like, fuck that shit. Because someone had something in their mind saying, I want to make people fly. Like, and now look around.
Now think about like an idea that doesn't exist now. If you thought of something and you told someone that's closed-minded, they're automatically gonna shut it down.
That's where whenever anyone says to me, that's crazy, or you cannot do that, I say, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, bro. Like, if I put my mind to it, I can do it, bro. I'm telling you.
I think if you tell you that's crazy, that's a good thing.
Oh, bro.
You're like, alright, well.
And this sounds crazy. If I decide one day I want to make space commercial flights, and I fucking stay consistent at it, I'd fucking do it, bro. I'd do it. If I wanted to be a pro boxer and I stay consistent at it, I'd do it.
And then
anything, bro.
That goes into surrounding yourself with the right people as well.
100%
in the right environment.
That's what I was about.
Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. Like, if you want to do some space stuff, like, you don't know everything about space, but if you put yourself around and you learn,
I always see it as like, you always want to be, I don't know if it sounds a bit crazy, but you don't ever really want to be the smartest person in the room, because you always want to learn more. Like, when I'm around you guys, it's like, yo, this is sick, because you guys are doing this ventures, you guys are doing a podcast, you guys are running these businesses, etc. Or like, you learn different, you know different things, and I know, like, I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room, be like, yeah, I'm the fucking guy, because then that's just like that small town mindset, bro.
Yeah.
Like we were saying about when we go to the gym. Like when you're in the gym, you're like, okay, I'm the guy, bro. Like I'm ripped. Bro, when you go to the
And then
Miami
you go to
Beach,
Miami
you're like,
Beach.
I ain't shit, bro.
You're
These
shit.
motherfucking ripped, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like, but that motivates me, bro. I feel so motivated right now, man.
But yeah,
So-
I wanted to say, like, it's absolutely beautiful, and like this is the beauty of getting out of your hometown. Even if we're still in our hometowns, it's the beauty of even taking the step to get out of your comfort zone and get out here to like Miami or something.
Look at that.
And meet
man.
with
Look how
people.
sweet that is.
Yeah, like, and to meet with people from all over the world. We're getting different mindsets, different point of views. But here's the thing, right? When you say, "Oh, I have this business idea," instead of me being like, "Oh, that's crazy," right? I'm like, "You can do it, bro." I heard him say, "You can do it."
Anything, bro.
Mason, like, he's like, I'm gonna do this. We all say, "You can do that." I heard you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this in 5 years."
Dude,
Did any of us have any even doubt? in
I
our
didn't
mind?
have any single doubt in my mind.
We
I was
could've
like,
said it,
"Pretty good,
no
pretty
doubt
good,
in our
pretty
minds,
good,
You
pretty
could have
good."
told me something crazy.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, cool, do it.
And
do
that's
that
what,
shit, bro.
and that's the
Yeah.
beauty of this, bro. Because if we go back to like our hometowns and we always stay in our comfort zone, we get those people.
Yeah.
We say we speak our
Especially
ambitions out.
our high school friends.
Yeah, we speak
Yeah.
our ambitions
One
out.
time-
I'm gonna do this. They go, "Oh yeah, bro, good luck," or "Oh yeah," like in their head they're like already talking down on you. They already have like this.
More time, it's best.
See, I never
I
understood
love
that.
this. I
It's
love
best
this.
to like keep it. I don't know. Sometimes it's good to keep it to yourself because when you tell negative people, they put that negative energy in it. But then
Yeah.
sometimes it's like you use that negative energy to push you, bro. Everyone told me I wouldn't do shit, bro. I failed school. I fucking I was like being a fucking idiot, yeah. But to be honest, I don't blame them for thinking that because
You gave them nothing else to think about.
yeah, that was it. And
Right.
then I was like, why didn't they think this? I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking just go do it myself, bro. I don't need people's validation, which is a big thing for me especially, because I'm always like seeking validation. It's not, I feel like it's kind of a toxic trait. But it's like we were saying earlier, like be a doer, not a fucking sayer. Like you can say all the shit you want to do, but if you don't do it, it don't fucking mean jack shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't mean shit. But like it just prove people right by your actions.
You see, I never understood why people were like, "Hey man, like you can't do that," or like what. I think it's either their parents have told them that they can't do something. Say if they're like, "Hey, I don't really want to go to college. I want to go into this avenue," and they're like, "Well, you can't do that because Timmy tried that and he failed, and he doesn't have a good life anymore." Or like I feel like people get negative opinions from the people above them, whether it's their brother or whether it's their sister, parents, whatever it is. I feel like it puts that negativity in them and it brings them down. And I'm not even saying they're bad people, because a lot of times when people don't really necessarily
Good
believe in you or
intentions.
say you're going to do something, they're not bad people. They just are surrounded with negative ideas. Like they just don't think positive and they don't think of ways
And they don't have
that
the
you
growth
can
mindset.
actually do it. No. And I don't blame them. I mean, you look at some people, like they've had a hard life, and it's just like when some people look at my self-improvement videos or someone like that, and they're like, "You don't understand because you haven't gone through this," and I'm like, dude, I feel for you. Don't get me wrong. And everybody has their own battles, whether people's lives look perfect or they look horrible. Like I promise you, everybody is going through something bad.
Hell yeah, man.
Like no matter what, no matter how good it looks.
100%.
And you just have to, at the end of the day, you got to play with the cards you're dealt and just keep moving.
Say what you say, bro.
Yeah. So this goes back to a quote that I heard while I was listening to a video. Because while I'm at work, I love to listen to self-improvement videos. Just
Podcasts.
anything that's you create your reality by what you listen to and all that. So I was listening to someone speak, and the speaker said, "If you can see it, you can seize it."
Yeah.
And that goes back to like when we were walking around Miami.
All
We're
this
like,
shit was
bro,
on my mood board, bro. Not
Yeah.
mood board, vision board, my
yeah,
bedroom, bro. Like I wanted to go to Miami. I wanted to do this with my business. I wanted to do this with my sales. I wanted to do this with my gym and my body. I literally had a photo, I swear to God, of the night in Miami, and now I'm looking out the window and fucking it's here, bro. And on that, what you were saying, you gotta realize that things in life, they're not happening to you, they're happening for you, bro. Think about the shittiest point in your life right now. Think of it. In some weird way, there's been a benefit to it, bro. Whether that be fucking like a traumatic experience or you were going the wrong path in life, and then you decided to switch it up and fix your act up. It's a shit part of your life, but look at you now, bro. You're fucking doing that.
it's what you do with it.
You see, like, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I bought the course and they led me to meet y'all, I was like going through somewhere. I was like, I want to change something up. I've never been a part of anything like that in my life, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I didn't like what I was doing with my life. I was just basically confused on what I wanted to do, and so I decided. I was like, one, I took action by doing it. Spent the $200.
Yeah. Did you do that
at the time?
Black Friday sale thing? Because that's the same day I got it when they were doing that sale, and I was like, fuck.
I don't remember, but I was like, dude, whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's $200, and I actually learned a lot from it. But like, you meet so many people, and people don't express like how important that is. And it's not like I'm gonna use him and he's gonna use me, and I'm gonna use him and he's gonna use me. It's not like that. It's more of like, he knows something that I don't, and I know something that he doesn't, and we're gonna share it together. And whether we build a friendship or a business relationship or both, it's worth that money and it's worth that time.
It's like the clothing brand that you wanted to start out. There's been plenty of times that you've helped me out with. Like, remember when I'd call you on the way back from gym, like, yo, bro, I'm going through this right now, and you give me some advice, bro, and then you would ask me anything about clothing brand, bro, and I'd be like more than happy to help. Like, those kind of relationships are the best fucking things, bro.
It's very important to be genuine, regardless. Genuine and honest, dude.
Bro,
I don't care.
You gotta be real with your boys, bro. There's plenty of times where you've been like, yo, bro, I don't think that's the right decision, or you've been like, that's a good thing, or like, this is. When I asked you about the logo earlier, you were like, I like the new logo, I like this kind of vibe.
I will always be honest with you, regardless. But it'll never be out of hatred. I will never like shove it in your face. Like, I hate whenever someone does something wrong and you're like, dude, I told you that wasn't gonna work. Like, what do you gain from that? You gain a little bit of like, oh, I was right. But like, you don't understand what it does to the person that put hours into trying to do something. And that's what a lot of people on the internet don't understand, because there's a lot of people that troll, but at the end of the day, that doesn't faze me. I'm sure it doesn't faze these guys.
That motivates me, bro. I'm like, fuck you.
But you like look at it as like, this person took time out of their day to say what I'm doing is not good.
Have you ever left a hate comment?
No, never in my life.
Never.
Nope. And you know how many videos I've seen that I'm like, what the hell?
There's so many videos I've seen, I'm like,
and I just,
and I'm just like,
bro, I don't have time.
We don't have time to put people down.
There's people that beef in comment sections for hours.
Remember when we used to go live and shit? There's always be one Donnie like, look at this. Donnie? You don't say Donnie down there? That guy, like, look at this dude.
Like weird people, bro.
And there's comments some really shit. I'm like, bro, they're probably in the. But then again, I'm trying to work on the non-judging aspect. So then it's like, fuck, I shouldn't.
Dude, there's times when people come into my live and they're like, I don't like what you do, you're too young, you don't understand life. And I go, okay. I was like, listen, if you don't really understand, I was like, tell me what's going on in your life, or tell me what you think I'm not capable of doing, and I'll have a genuine conversation with them. And then like, dude, 15 minutes in, you have some that'll keep messing with you, and then you have some that like, wow, man, like, I'm sorry I judged you that way, like, and they learn from that. And I feel like that's such a better thing. Like, they leave your live or they leave your video knowing that, wow, like, that actually kind of did help, or maybe he is going on the right path. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what they think. If they're thinking negatively, obviously if they're thinking positively towards you or just talking to you in a nice way, that's going to help. But if they're negative people, block it out as much as you can, whether it's your friends, your family.
That's just tough as well.
Because if they're negative people towards you all the time, they are not your friends. If they are your family, then you gotta separate yourself.
It's hard to do that because it's
not easy.
Definitely, bro.
Especially if it's your parents.
100, bro.
You can't just move out.
Yeah,
it's expensive, bro.
And for the people that like are watching this and are on this self-improvement journey, bro, you 100% need this. Like, you need to step out of your comfort zone to link yourself with these high-value individuals, so that you don't get fake advice, get backstabbed with the You need to be surrounded by this. You need to put yourself in these high-value situations.
All of us were scared at one point to come out. Like, last year, we met in Miami. You went on your first show.
Dude, I was so nervous before the event.
Yeah,
I went alone, man.
I was terrible.
Completely alone, and I had nobody to link up with.
Yeah.
Bro, I simply went out of straight faith. This is better than what I'm currently living.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out somehow.
Yeah. Because one thing I
did with that day, bro. I didn't know any of you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, my mom. I was saying, my mom was like, yo, mom, I'm gonna meet these people in LA. I'm gonna just network. She was like, Irish accent. She was like, I think, yo, they thought I was gonna get kidnapped or some shit. To be real, I'm telling them I'm meeting some random people online that I know, and then like,
my parents got the same.
My parents were bugging, bro.
Yeah. They was like, watch out for drugs, alcohol. Don't end up in a boat. All this shit.
Obviously, that's a it's good to be wary of those things, but sometimes it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna take that risk.
At least our parents like genuinely care. Though.
Yeah,
like
real, bro.
Like they are like they want us to be safe.
I'd much rather
but my parents like support me so much.
Yeah,
I'm sure y'all do as well. It's like having that support means the world, and I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that support. That's why if you're watching this video and you don't have that support from your parents,
you need to go seek it.
Like I don't. It's just like something.
You need to get out of your comfort zone and seek that.
Like I don't know what I would do without that support, because there's times where I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I just have a conversation with my parents or someone. If it's not my parents, it's someone who I look up to or someone who can guide me in the right direction. And that's where it comes into play of if you don't have people above you, people in your household that are going to look out for you, you need to find those people. And it's going to be uncomfortable at first. You're going to try to meet a couple people. I'm sure there's going to be people that don't want to associate with you, but it's not even anything against you. Like there's people that I genuinely believe are good people, but I don't surround myself with them because we're on different paths, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So I think you just need to, put yourself in front of as many eyes as possible and, try to find that right group. And it's going to take time, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah, on that subject, I used to have like a really bad mindset on like, because sometimes say you have to get an argument with your parents and it's like, but now I kind of switched it into like a gratitude mindset. And bro, everything's so much better. Like even if
we were talking about this on the street, man.
Even if you have an argument with your parent, I'm grateful that I can even have this room to create my business from. I'm grateful that there's food on the table. Like some people have it so bad, bro. Some people don't even have a bed to sleep in, G. And it's like, even if you have nothing, you can walk, bro. You can fucking see. Your brain is capable.
Just like whenever I go to the gym, I'm like, dude, I don't want to go to the gym. Bro. I'm like, bro. I do legs. I'm like, bro, I hate doing legs. I'm like, there's people with no legs.
I gotta say this on camera, bro. I gotta say this on camera, because, bro, like, genuinely, I appreciate, like, what you just, like, I learned a massive mindset switch just when we were down there.
100%, bro.
And you told me, like, bro, so many people are rude to everybody.
Yeah, bro.
So many people don't see everybody's good qualities.
100, bro.
They automatically judge a person negatively when they first see
and
them.
that's the same for me.
And you seen that dude, and he was like, you were just immediately like, oh, I like, he's ripped. Or I like his hair.
Yeah, man.
And like everybody's so judgmental off the rip, and you completely switched it up.
Because the older version
I
of me
appreciate
would be like, I
make fun of him.
Yeah,
Like, maybe
switch my whole
mindset.
mindset.
I'll be walking
It's
around.
beautiful.
I'll be walking around the street and be like, that guy's smaller than me. I'll be like, he's a fucking skinny bitch. Or
It
some
used
shit
to
like
be
that.
like
That used to be
bro.
my mindset, bro. And now I'm thinking like, you know what? I respect him, bro, because he's in the gym grinding.
Dude, imagine.
Yes.
Okay, you know that guy we saw that he was on drugs, he was running?
Yeah.
Me and you, we both never said, like, dude, like, something's wrong with him, like, or laugh at him. We were like, dude, like, we see that he's clearly off something, like, he's running, he was clearly tweaking, but we're like, we know something has happened in his life to lead him to that point, and we don't know what he's been through. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and laugh at him or judge him because you never know.
On the subject to that as well, when we were walking back, there was obviously some guy who was laying on the floor, but my brain process was like, I hope he's alright. And I was just double checking, because the thing I saw in the experiment is like, if a guy was in a suit laying on the ground,
people would be like, "What? What are you
like,
doing?
what's going on?" But just because someone's not wearing a suit and someone looks a bit like they've been through some shit, and then everyone's like, "Fucking."
It's such a sad reality.
Trust me, bro. And then the older version of me would be like, "Oh, fucking crackhead." But I don't know his life, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
People just get walked over.
Trust me, bro.
Imagine you living in that street. Say you do all the things that you try to do and it just doesn't work out. You're on that street. People will look at you, and you could look up and say something to them. They won't even look at you, and they will walk over you.
And they'll just immediately assume something bad.
Imagine that feeling every day.
Imagine just lost his house in a house fire or some shit like that.
Yeah, you can get laid off. Maybe you get divorced. Somehow your money gets taken away. Whatever bad investments. You're on the street, and people.
But you know what's crazy?
They just lose respect.
You know what's crazy? This mindset ties into business as well. Because at the end of the day, it's never about how much, like, the money that you're making. Like, yes, the money will come, and the money is important, and it's a tool that you need. But bro, it's the value that you're providing to other human beings. Human to human connection and human to human value can never be replaced. You could take AI, you could take the robots, anything. It doesn't matter, bro. The money is human to human value.
Yeah.
If I can provide something to you, and you perceive that it's at a value, you will pay me for whatever service that is.
For real, bro. For real.
And that will never change. And so when I see people as genuine people, and I was like, oh, you have a problem, I need to help you out, bro, that changes everything.
Dude, I help random people that I don't even know that reach out to me. Like, they'll ask me a complex question sometimes. I'm like, hey, I'm not, if I don't know it, I'll still answer them and be like, hey, I don't really know how to do this, but I can maybe set you up with someone who does. Like, I help people all the time and expect nothing in return. And most of the time, when I do that, I get something in return because they're genuine people. Yeah. Now, there is going to be people that use you, and you need to be aware of that because it's going to happen. Yeah. Whether you are dead broke or whether you are the richest man on the planet, you are going to get used in some sort of way because it's going to happen.
You have to have a frame.
Yeah.
Fuego, what would you say would be the biggest lesson you've learned while being on your self-improvement journey with business or like anything, mindset, etc.?
I have a pretty hot take. I think it's I think you need God first. Because I used to, last year I didn't go to church, so like throughout my life I never grew up with God or religion like strictly like that, you know? And it wasn't until last year, like within the past 6 months, that I started going to church every single week. And January 1st I told myself, I'm gonna go 52 times, because there's 52 weeks in a year. And I've gone every single week since.
I want to start going to church, bro.
Amen to that, bro. But you cannot do this life without God.
The thing with my mind is like, I know there is a God or a higher power, like the universe. Like I kind of like when I do my journaling, I obviously do my entry of like to the universe or to God. But I kind of, this is no disrespect to Christianity.
No, you're good, right?
Do you know what I'm saying? But I know that it's God. I kind of think God is the same thing as the universe, if that makes sense. Like the higher power and like the law of attraction, you do good, you get good, you do bad, you get bad.
Oh,
the way you live your life.
It's like your conscience.
Yeah, just it's like because I feel like when we grow up with like God, the man in the robe, and like fucking, do you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just there's an energy, there's a power, and there's a reason why we're all here.
There's one thing I'll say is like, dude, like why if. I understand if some people don't think that God is real or something like that. If you really think that way, that's how you think. But why not believe in God? What are the cons of that?
Like there is no downside.
You believing in something above you is only going to keep you humble. Is only going to have someone looking after you. If you were sick, you have someone to talk to. If you don't have your parents to talk to, you have God to talk to. It's like, and whenever you do that, whether you're very religious, you're not very religious, as long as you believe in something above you, you're going to be on the right path. But if you believe in just yourself, that is all on you, and you don't have anybody surrounding you, you are going to find yourself in a lonely point in your life. Eventually, it's going to happen.
Even if you have all the money in the world, you're not going to feel satisfied.
Because I know for a fact in this life that I'm guided, bro. Like literally, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm guided through. Like the universe isn't. It's not happening. Like I said, it's working for you. It's not working against you. It's working for you. Like I said, if you go for a shit thing, maybe maybe the shit thing which happened to you this morning or this evening stopped you from walking out on the street and getting hit by a car or something crazy. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what could happen, bro.
There's so much everything.
I also see it like this. Like, say you ask for success, right? Say you want money. Do you think one day you're gonna wake up, get the lottery, and then win it? No, because you're gonna lose that money once you get it, right?
Yeah, man.
But what God will do is He'll give you a bunch of challenges and tests. You won't be the ultimate person in success and going to the gym, whatever it is. He's gonna give you the most obstacles needed, so that will build you. And He's giving you all these tests so you could be rewarded one day.
It's true, bro. It's true, man.
Bro, when you think about it like this, right? God created the universe. So, regardless, there's still gonna be godly principles, regardless of what you do.
Everything,
and that includes when you give good, you get good.
Yeah.
And that's why some people get it skewed and they think, oh, I can just do good and get good without the God part. But at the end of the day, God created the universe. If that's the case, then God overrules even that.
Yeah.
So
you also need to be very genuine when you give something. Right. Don't think like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give Fuego $10. I'm gonna pay for his meal because I'm gonna get something.
Yeah.
Don't think like that.
If you give, you got to do it with good intentions. You don't be like, oh,
every time I give somebody money or I give someone money to borrow, I look at it, is this gone?
Yeah, like just a few minutes ago, bro. Like I had no intention of getting anything back when I gave that lady.
100, bro. You just give it. It bless people.
It wasn't much, and I was just like, I hope she uses it for the right thing. But I absolutely had no underlying thing.
True.
That would tell me.
You know what helps me a lot? In any situation where you're like, what should I do? What would Jesus do in that situation? You know? Like instead of going for revenge.
It's a good question. Back on the thing with God is if you look at what is happening in our world right now, you see the Christianity rates falling, and whether you're a Christian or whether you're whatever religion you are, it doesn't matter. I think as long as you believe and a higher power, something above you, you're on the right path.
Because there's a dark side.
But if you look at what's happening, people are losing faith in whoever they believe in, and you look at these rates, and you look at what's going on.
The world is getting worse.
It's just dirty.
What are your thoughts on discipline? Because a lot of people do not have discipline when it comes to faith.
Discipline's getting fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, nobody has any discipline. Nobody has any work ethic.
Has fear anymore.
Nobody wants to go out and work for what they want. They want instant gratification all the time. What can I get as soon as I possibly can? There is no delayed gratification.
And
there's a lot of things
you need to fear God and you need to be disciplined.
Oh yeah,
I think you need those two.
Like I could talk to so much stuff like right now, but
I'm not big on YouTube yet.
Can we leave this up?
But it's still weird.
I was gonna go, just kind of shouting the crazy
but
shit.
it's just like, I don't think people.
All I'm gonna say is, sorry, brother.
People just need to like open their eyes. Like you see a pattern happening. Like
stop being a hypocrite, man.
open your fucking
Analyze
eyes to what's going on right now. Realize there's an agenda being pushed, and you just gotta fucking wake up to the shit. Because if you do not wake up, you're gonna wake up one day when you're 60 and realize your whole life's been a fucking lie.
They want you to own nothing.
Listen to me right now. Listen, let me talk to you about something. From the age, okay, you go to school, right? You go from what grade do you start school?
Pre-K.
you start school when you're like 5. Yeah.
Okay,
About
5.
3 or 4.
Okay, let's just say 5 to 12. I'm gonna do UK kind of thing. It's just easy. So 5 to 12, you go to primary school, right? You go there for 8 hours a day. You get told when you can piss. You get told when you can shit. You get told when you can fucking eat. You can get told when you have your half an hour breaks. They say, be quiet, Jimmy. Fucking put your hand up if you want to speak. Be a little bitch. And then you can you go to secondary school, right? And then it's the same thing repeated. 8 hours a day at school. Half hour breaks. Eat when you're fucking told to eat. You can't go for a piss right now because we're fucking talking, Jimmy. And then university. Okay? Let's take a random fucking subject that's gonna get me in debt, and then I have to work the rest of my life following the same 8 hour bullshit, half hour bullshit, and then
they tell you when you can take time off.
Then you retire when you're 60 years old, and then not even 60, you're 70, and then that's when you can relax. When you're old and frail and wrinkly and
have all these diseases, which you have to pay money to these people that put these institutions.
Bro, this doesn't make no sense, man.
So now you have issues because you worked for so long. Now you gotta go pay that hard money you work for. You finally don't have to work anymore, and now you have to go buy pills from these dudes.
Also,
because you have all these issues, bro. Oh my god.
What are you guys' thoughts on pills?
It's just
bro, any medication like whatsoever?
Yeah, I think it's a scam.
Oh, let's talk about this shit.
We could go down the rabbit hole.
Did you know?
I want to get canceled.
Did you know the medication etc. was bought out by?
It was Rockefeller.
Yeah,
yeah.
Rockefeller.
It's only on the western side.
That whole squadron.
You know, on the eastern side they still use organic stuff like
yeah,
and all
bro.
that.
And now it's
they took out in America and other countries. They took out all holistic ways of healing. It's all pushed out by
and they put cancerous chemicals in.
Don't follow God. Go get your prescription today. Like, bro, like what?
You're like, wait, you're feeling sad? Let me give you 30 pills to take.
Yeah, but they're for project.
But don't go to church on Sunday.
Do you know what will fix sadness? Yeah, just go outside, bro. Hit the gym. Get sun. Go in the fucking seat, bro.
Talk to your brothers. Don't just sit there in your own shit, bro.
Literally, bro.
Talk to each other.
I have a family member. I'm not gonna name who, but this person has a high blood pressure. And I tell her constantly, instead of taking pills every single day because you need to, I'm like, you know what would help you? Imagine eating healthy. Imagine not eating all that bread and like all that nasty stuff. I'm like, what would happen if you change your diet? Do you think you would still need these pills? Oh no, but then the doctors are gonna be mad at you because then they lost the client and they won't make money off you.
You already know what's on.
This morning was probably one of the most peaceful mornings I had in my life. Okay, so I woke up in the morning with the boys. Pause, that sounded sus.
No. Well, we're not even gonna go there.
Okay, so we woke up and then we did a run in the morning along the beach, and then we went to the gym.
On the beach again.
Yeah, on the beach again. Sun on our faces. We jumped in the water, bro, and I was just laying in the water, and I was just feeling grateful, bro. The sun was on my face. I was floating in the fucking sea, and I felt no sadness at all, bro. I felt peace, I'd say.
You weren't stressed out. You weren't worried about nothing.
Because you know it, bro. Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be alright.
There's a song quote. It's by a song. I tell my friends all the time. I'm like, hey, if there's a problem, I just say, don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry.
Is that so?
About a thing. Yeah, you already know it.
That's the vibe.
I mean, we're living. We got at least we're grateful. We got things to worry about. We're alive.
Yeah.
If there's a problem, you can either change the problem, and if you can't change the problem, you can only change your attitude on it.
And I mean, like I say all the time, bro, you gotta. I tell everybody this. I tell my family members, my friends, bro. Like even y'all need to hear this. Like even though we think alike, it's just we need to want it. We have to want to be better. You can't just be like, oh, I have this problem, I have this, and you spread all this negative energy to people, and you're like, oh, I don't know how to fix it. I need help, I guess. And then you give them the actual steps to help them. You give them the tools that they need.
That's all feelings
and they just go
compared to action.
It's a little too hard, or it's too much work, or it's too late. Goodness, God, I hate that excuse. Like it's too late, bro. Like it's never too late to even try.
Yeah. Because for me, like I remember, I told my parents, you guys want to come with me at 6 a.m. to church because I have to play basketball at 8 a.m. Like I have no free time. Like
6 a.m. church, man.
Huh?
6 a.m. church.
Yeah, I had to because I had no other time. Because then right after I had basketball and then I had gym for 2 hours, and then right after I was gonna work like 10 hours, and then I had basketball again at night, and then I go home. Like I told him, like if there's a will, there's a way. I'll just wake up at 6 a.m. because if it's not for God, I can't even do all these things in the first place.
Respect.
Respect.
But see, that's the work ethic that no one wants to put in.
And then when I work, I feel so happy because I'm like, God gave me this ability to work. I have all these problems that are great for me because a lot of people would die to have a business. I actually have a business. I was doing not too bad.
You know? And then back to like when people are unhappy, like if you don't have a purpose, you are going to feel unhappy. You're going to feel like you have a void, whether you actually are happy or you're just feeling like something's missing. Like for me, I felt like something was missing. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wouldn't like start doing it. So I was like, I don't know. And then once you find out what your purpose is or kind of what type of lifestyle you want to live, or just basically like your principles, not even like you actually becoming whatever you want to be, whether you want to be a millionaire, whether you want to own something, whatever you want to do. It's just you aren't going to be fully fulfilled until you have something that you wake up every day and you're like, wow, like I'm happy I get to go do this. Like if you don't have that feeling, you need to search for and find it, and the only way you're going to do that is if you try something. Like you can brainstorm all the ideas you want in your head, but if you don't try it, you're never going to know if you like it. So
facts, man.
I gotta make a call real quick.
Oh yeah.
Give me 3 minutes, but continue.
I mean, we can do
okay,
that.
no, actually no. Okay, I got one more thing to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got one more thing.
One more thing to say.
We gotta jump off.
So
wrap it up after this.
Whenever we were talking about all the stuff going on in the world right now, you need to do your own research. Whether you are learning from, you have actually scratch all of that. You need to be doing your own research by looking at things that are actually real, that are actually happening. Not everything on the internet is real. All the stuff you see on the news, that's all pushed out. It's all looked at. They make sure they're pushing out the right things. If you turn on the news, how many times do you see something good?
Bro, never.
You're like, oh, dude murdered, a fentanyl overdose, homeless man like arrested, like.
And anxiety rates are rising.
It's so sad, bro. You see,
and we ask why.
You see old people sitting in front of their TVs all day watching this news, like consuming it. They're they're scared to live the life because
they're scared to live their homes.
They're looking at all these fake news.
I wouldn't say news used to be very legit, but like back in the day when our grandparents were around, the news would probably be a lot more.
Bro, it's the First Amendment in the United States. It's called the freedom of the press. Why do we not have that anymore?
You can't say what you want.
Can't even say what you want. It's literally the First Amendment. Nobody wants to talk about it.
I'm seriously worried.
We have to listen to other people's BS, but we can't rebuttal it
about what's going to happen in the next 15 years. I genuinely would not be surprised if we
I think it's chalked. I think it's chalked.
Within the next right now,
Mason's throwing the white flag already, bro.
This right now is probably the most.
If we don't turn things around, if we go on this rate, the world is going to end.
They want us to fold over. We are the opposing
maybe
side.
Not end, but the world is going to be a bad
Something's
place.
going to change.
It's going to get dirty.
It's either we make a fucking revolution and change this shit, or we're fucked.
That's what I'm saying. I think of us as the last line of defense. And there's a lot of us. It's just that
like
we're
our generation or the generation below us.
How do we actually fucking fix it?
We become stronger.
Do we
each and every day we put in
the government.
Even each and every day we put in the work like never before, bro.
How
we continue to learn, grow our minds, bro. We band together like we do in these events.
Bro. A lot of people are so like they don't think. Like they're so like closed, like they have this tunnel vision, and they're just going through life
about themselves,
and they don't do any research on like what could actually help them or what's really going on. They look at one post and they're like, wow, well that's true. That has to be true. It's like
it's all about themselves. How can I make myself feel good today?
How is it 100% true? Like, and I understand that a lot of the stuff I read, like, there's some stuff on there that might be fake. But I'm like, okay, that seems kind of weird. Let me look this up and let me go see a different source. But so many people they're so close-minded, they look at one thing of news and that's the right way every time, which is wrong. Whether you're conservative, liberal, whether you're looking at something that's completely other than politics, there's going to be sides that are wrong. Like, no one's going to be 100% right every time. So
all these people want is comfort. They want comfort for themselves. Look at us looking out for other people on the internet. We want to be spreading good content, something that's going to uplift them, something that's going to want them to be better in life. And you look at the opposite, and all they do is push stuff that makes you feel alone and worthless.
No, there's got to be changes, man.
We don't want to end off on a bad note.
We don't.
So all I'm gonna say, even though it sounds terrifying right now, how things are going, because it is fucking scary, bro.
It's scary
as fuck, man. Like,
it's
we don't
sad.
have much control. It's fuck.
I mean, but keep in mind, there's also a lot of good. There's a lot of good people.
But it's fucking good.
There's
just
a lot more
because
good
the news
than
is
that.
showing
There's
shit.
sure.
Just know
They
there's
just
good
only
people
show the
out
bad.
there. Just know there's good people out there, and if we truly want, if things are going some way, we will like change that.
The good people are looking out for everybody, not just the other good people. We're looking out for the bad people, wanting them to convert to good people. We don't look out for just ourselves.
Dude, like,
Ethan's not looking out for just Ethan. I'm not looking out for just me. Fuego's not looking out for just Fuego, and Mason's not looking out for just Mason. Bro, we're looking out for the four of us and the rest of the world, bro.
I'm looking out for anybody who wants help.
Anybody, man.
If anybody needs any advice, bro,
Yeah, you
I'll
already
help
know,
them
bro.
every time, man.
Trust me, right? We got this shit, man. I'm telling you.
Every time. It's just like, you need to live your life in such a selfless way. Like, it's not all about you, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than him.
Yeah.
It's everybody. And it's just like, if people understood that and everybody wasn't so self-centered, there would be so much better people. And there's a lot of people that I disagree with on their values, their whatever they believe in. Like, we have those disagreements, but the thing is, I respect their decision as long as it's logical in some sort of way. If they explain it to me like, hey man, this is why I believe in this, whether they learned it as a kid, whether they did this, whether they did that, and there's obviously boundaries to what I'm gonna be like, okay, that's fine. But whenever you have actual conversations with each other, instead of just cussing at each other and telling you, you're wrong, you're 100% wrong.
Yeah, man.
You grow and you learn so much because you actually have a conversation that you could hold. Like, you see so many people just insulting each other on the internet, in person, off of their views, but they don't have a conversation to even know why that person believes in what they believe in. So,
Right, man.
Should we wrap up there?
Yeah, so I think that would be a great place to wrap up. I appreciate you boys coming on, taking
Thank
the
you.
time like always.
Thank you, family, bro.
Yeah.
if any of y'all need
You already know.
any help on anything, hit any of us up. We'll be happy to help you out.
Any of us, I'll plug
I don't care what
everybody's
it is.
socials.
I got
All I
y'all.
must say, guys, is if you stay consistent at anything, you can do it, bro. Don't let anyone tell you can't do shit. Fuck them if they say that. But yeah, man.
Yep.
Like,
Continue to stay strong. Continue to never settle for what they try to preach to you. You know, that's the whole reason I started.
also, remember, success is not meant for 100% of people. It's meant for 1%. That's why 99% of people are average.
But you got to do what 99% of people won't do.
Exactly.
Should
yeah.
That's fucking lit.
Just remember, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything's possible.